Drive Away Dolls was directed by Ethan Coen. Yep, from the Coen Brothers, that Coen, and stars Margaret Qualley, Geraldine Viswanathan, Matt Damon, Pedro Pascal, Bill Camp, Beanie Feldstein, Coleman Domingo. That's a pretty studded star cast over there. This movie follows two young lesbian women who are both fed up with everything in life right now. Nothing seems to be working out for them. One of them has absolutely no love. One of them has a bit too much love to the point that it's caused some issues. Both of them decide to get their acts together, figure out their next steps, and go on a road trip. And eventually, on their trip to Tallahassee, it turns out that the car they're in is being asked for by a few other people who have something in the car, and they want that thing. Now, obviously, when you see the talent involved in the movie, you hear the names that I've said, you're interested in checking it out as well. And these are very, talented individuals who have proven their worth every single time. And I'm gonna cut right to it. I think that the two leads are fantastic. Margaret Qualley has been phenomenal in everything I've seen her in. I think even with the smaller roles that she has such a charismatic presence on screen, really taking from her mother, Andie MacDowell over there. And I hope that she gets more lead roles like this, because she really is very, very good. And I think this is her best performance. She's fantastic here. And I can say the same for Geraldine Viswanathan, who I've been seeing for years, and I've seen her in TV before as well. Have you seen Miracle Workers? Check out Miracle Workers. Very fun show. She's really good in that, and she's really great over here as well. And obviously, this is a road trip movie, so you need these two to get along in the best ways possible. And the chemistry that the two of them have is fantastic. They are very, very good over here, and they sell so many of those moments where they're just driving, endless road, conversations, talking about what could be or can't be, trying to find girls to be with, so that becomes a whole thing as well, obviously. And it's very nicely handled, and in a way that I really like the message it was sort of going in on, which is don't overthink certain things. I feel like that's a very nice lesson to take away from a movie like this, where when it comes to especially that aspect of, finding love or finding some kind of a purpose, sometimes, thinking too much can prevent that. And so you want to just take a second and go, you know what? Go for the fences. Just take a swing at it. And I like that idea of the film. It's not like a very novel concept, you might say that, but it's a nice concept to have. It's just nice that the film hones in on that as much as it does. And it's such a sweet and charming movie for the most part that you can't really dislike it. Like, you might have issues with it, and I do. I'll talk more about those in a minute. But it really is just a very blissful 84-minute movie, which is another thing. This is a very slickly done film. An hour and 24 minutes and it's wrapped, which is a very short runtime for a lot of movies these days are going for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. And here's 1 hour and 24 minutes and we're done. And it sticks to the point, it tells the story that it needs to tell, and it goes on its way. And I did appreciate that. I think the script from Coen and Trisha Cook was very effective in that sense and really did manage to land a lot of those moments. It hits a lot of familiar road trip story beats, things that you've seen before in other movies. That does take away from some of the unpredictability that could go around it. There are a couple of beats that you don't see coming, like eventually finding out what's going on was like, oh, that's fun, I guess. And, there are things about that are interesting. Some things don't lead too much. I will say that also about it. And there are some things that don't have the payoff that you might be expecting it to. But then again, I feel like that takes away from the overall point of the movie, which is girls just having fun. It's just a road trip movie. It's just a fun little time. And that's totally fine. It's nice to just go and watch a movie which is just fun. It's entertaining. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, not a perfect film, but a fairly fun time regardless. So if you guys do get a chance to check it out, go check it out. It's been hyped up for a while now. I mean, the trailer used to play almost every time I went to theaters, and then there was a delay because of the strikes. Now that it's finally out, I will not see the trailer again in theaters. That became my version of the Argyle trailer, actually. But I can honestly say that, repetitive trailer plays aside, I had a fun time with Drive Away Dolls. It's not the best Coen Brother related film out there. Neither is it going to be. Maybe it will for some. That's totally great. But I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say about it. I'm gonna give Drive Away Dolls a 7.5 out of 10. One of the easier reviews I've done in a minute. I don't really feel like I have to say much more beyond a certain point. Just go watch it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to more videos very, very soon because there are more coming this week. Can't wait to talk to you guys more about some of that stuff. As always, if you like this, please do subscribe, and I will see you guys at the movies.